Hello and welcome everyone to another Thursday evening here at Zenith Online Racing for round 20 of the Tier 2 Championship. We do have an exciting one here in Mexico. It's going to be me, Iro Packer, taking you through main comms tonight, and it's going to be Camden alongside me. How's it going, Camden?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. I'm excited to get into this one very, very quickly because we do have a championship battle on the line for Alt Maverick and for Scavney. A 52-point gap between the Haas and the McLaren, I'd say duo, but they are pretty big rivals in terms of the championship. But yeah, so Camden, do you want to take us through the standings if you're prepared to do that?
Absolutely, I am prepared, and we will go through that right now. So, first place is Maverick, and you mentioned it. He does have a shot to clinch the championship as he is 52 points above Scavney. So, basically, as long as he finishes ahead of Scavney, he will be our Tier 2 champion. It's as simple as that, so that will be easy for us. Third place is Biga. He has 179 points. He is out of the battle. He's a little ways back from Scavney. Puff, his teammate, is fourth with 152 points. And then it gets close as RC in fifth in the Racing Point has 138. He is right behind Puff. And then right behind him is Jinnit with 136. So we have a little close battle from about fourth down to eighth as Soy Loco is seventh. Sam is eighth. They have 123 and 122 points. Bar School is ninth. Mr. Baboon is 10th. Eric is 11th, Wolfsburg is 12th, Lit Romney is 13th, Night Monkey in 14th, JMG in 15th, Monkey Mafia in 16th, Hightower in 17th, DP 18th, Seb in 19th, and Niebuhr in 20th. And the constructors right now, pretty close actually. Ferrari has 331, and Haas is right with them with 8, so we could see not only the drivers' battle happening today, but also the Constructors' Championship is, like I said, it's very close between those two right now.
Yeah, most definitely. As McLaren, who is the lowest down, who's still in the battle for that Constructors' Championship, their number one driver, Scavney, is on his first flying lap here at the, let me find the name, Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. That was definitely butchered, but here coming through the middle sector now is Scavney through turn 6, is double apex right-hander, a little bit wide of the second apex there, having a little bit of slide on traction now coming through the second part of this middle sector, car jumping around a little bit, but that's to be expected because my internet is shocking. But through 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then opening up the DRS for the lap, now breaking into this third sector. Right-hander into the stadium section, purple middle sector as he's the first out on track. Now coming through this very, very tight and slow hairpin, and then through this right kink, and then a left kink that's somehow named a corner, and then through this double right-hander of a final corner. The pit entry right on the right there, coming all the way to the wall for his first lap. It's going to be a 15 flat for the McLaren.
Yeah, that was a good lap for him, and we do have confirmation from our lovely weatherman Lando that it will be a dry race. So, once again, Tier 2 not getting the rain that Tier 1 has gotten for the last several weeks, so looks like this will be a pretty simple race when it comes to weather.
Yeah, it was absolute monsoon conditions in Mexico last time out on Monday for Tier 1. As Puff Digital goes 2 tenths quicker than once was provisional poleman. Scavney, Ryan cutting a corner there. That's not a sight you see every day, but yeah, Tier 1 Championship. Do you want to talk about it, or?
Well, yeah, we could definitely talk about it. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting in the next couple of weeks. Basically, I have to be lights out. I have to get both wins, both fastest laps, and I have to rely on you putting up a goose egg the next couple of weeks. So it's still on in Tier 1, but obviously it's a pretty good chance of you wrapping it up next week.
Yeah, just noticing here, quite a lot of drivers are invalidating their lap times, and a few are out there on the medium tires. As I said, that pace dog's coming across the line, 3 seconds off of Puff on the medium tires. So yeah, he's the first one, or the second one, sorry, to complete a lap on the medium tires. I believe the championship leader, Alt Maverick, is coming to start a lap, so I think I'm going to go on board with him. Sorry to everyone else who's finishing a lap here, but I'm sure we'll get a comment in on a few of you. But yeah, Alt Maverick. Coming down the very, very long pit straight, one of the best opportunities for making an overtake here in Mexico into turn 1. Very nice on that apex curve, as well as turn 2, taking a lot of that apex curve. You're going to need that to get the best run out of turn 3 onto this second DRS straight of the circuit. Now braking for turn 4 at around the 100-meter board on that entry curve, taking a big, nice chunk of apex curve, and then trying to swing it out and then go for this third or second right-hander in a row. And then back towards the pit lane for 7, 8, 9, 10, and turn 11, taking a little downshift there into 6th gear throughout that middle sector. It is possible flat. I'm very well aware of that. Now into the 3rd sector, braking for the hairpin. Very nice and tight on the apex. Now through turn 14, 15, and 16 right now. Then going to be flat out through 17 to the line. Let's see where the Haas driver can go. It's going to be a provisional pole position by 3/10 for the Haas driver. That's a pretty good lap in his championship hopes.
Yeah, he did a great job of not invalidating. You brought that up before, and how a lot of guys are invalidating, and I think you'll see a lot of that happening in Sector 2 in turns 7 through 11, that windy section. Very easy to go off track a little bit and get your lap invalidated. But yeah, great lap for Maverick. He is currently, like you said, 3/10 ahead of Puff.
Yeah, his championship right now, or rival right now, as it stands, starting just behind him on the 2nd row in P3. Scavden's going to want to try and out-qualify Alt Maverick if he wants to outscore Alt Maverick by at least 1 point. If he wants to keep the championship going to Brazil, I'm sure he's going to be wanting to score even more than that on his championship rival. But now Hightower coming through the middle sector, as I mentioned, that he invalidates. In the Williams, Alt Maverick's teammate Wolfsburg, who is in a Constructors' Championship fight right now, is going to be pulling into the pit lane on his medium tires. A few drivers coming through the final corner. I believe that's an Alpha Tauri of Monkey Mafia coming to start a lap, and the McLaren of Scavney coming to start a lap as well. Arbiga just started a lap. Who's the next driver? I believe that's Mr. Baboon coming to the line right now in the Alfa Romeo. His first lap time is going to be up into 6th place, and it's going to be a 1:15.5 for the Alfa Romeo. A decent lap for him. He's going to be slotting onto that 3rd row. I just had to make sure I wasn't saying anything ridiculous. That's Tempura. There we go. English works sometimes. Tempura coming to the line to start a lap, I believe. But now lagging Look, who's done already 2 laps on these soft tires. He's on 18.4 right now to the line. Then the Alpha Tauri, what is his 3rd lap time going to be on the soft tires? He's going to improve by 3.5 tenths, but it's not going to be good enough to improve any positions for the Alpha Tauri.
Yeah, we'll have to see what people do with tires. It looks like we do have some medium tire runners. You got Soy Loco right now on a lap. He's on the soft tires, though, so he has taken off the medium tires. So, looks like most people are going with the softs, but let's see what Soy Loco does as he comes to the finish line. 3rd.
Yeah, a good lap there from Soy Loco. He's known as a pretty strong qualifier here in Tier 2. He does replace Scavney, who will now be relegated down to 4th place, which is not going to help him later on in the race. Yeah, that's not going to help him in his efforts to, what's the word for it? Keep the championship fight going.
Yeah. It should be interesting, though, if anyone can overtake Maverick. We did see, I believe we did see some times in the 113s on Monday. So, I don't know if we will get there, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody overtakes Maverick.
That's interesting. Piss Dogs has just been disqualified from the session for going the wrong way, which is not always good. So, yeah.
Is he allowed to qualify?
I'm not exactly sure on that point, but
okay.
Yeah.
Because if he's not, he could just be just getting himself out of the session. But yeah, that's definitely something you don't see every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the wrong way.
I have disqualified myself from a qualifying session before. I'm sure, ooh, RC7 going into P2 there, just in front of Puff Digital, about 400 in between those two. But yeah, getting back to my point, I have disqualified myself from a qualifying session before. I'm sure Lando knows and remembers. Hungary and LOE, that was not my brightest moment. But yeah, Tempura. Ooh, a big slide there through 17. That's not going to help him. He's 7.2 seconds down. He's going to be going for a new, another flying lap. Alt Maverick Championship leader coming to start a lap. Is there anyone else on a lap right now? Hightower is in the first sector, just crossing that first sector split. He is 88 thousandths down and going very, very wide through turn 4. I'm going to have to take a compromised line through turn 5 and then through the double apex of turn 6. Looked pretty nice there from the Williams driver. The first half of that middle sector wasn't as neat and tidy as I'm sure he would have wanted it to be. Now all over the curbs in this middle sector. Let's see what he can do once he gets to that sector split line. Ooh, he's going to be cutting the corner and validating there. That's not going to be good as he is only on an 18.8. He's the lowest out of the people who've set a lap time so far. Let's see if Janet's going to be coming to do another lap. I don't think he's going to be, but Wolfsburg behind him. Janet's going to have to get out of the way as he will do, pulling into the pit lane. Wolfsburg going to be starting his lap now. Hightower is, yeah, he invalidated, so he's going to be coming into the pits. Axton has already done quite a lot of laps on these soft tires. Is he going to be doing more? I think he will be.
Oh, it looks like Maverick heading into Sector 3. He is up by a 10th, so he could improve his lap right here.
Yeah, most definitely. He's already on pole position by about 3/10 is the Haas driver. Let's see if he can extend that advantage. Coming through 16 and now through 17. Is he going to cross the line and improve? Yeah, he will by just about a 10th and just a little bit more. Let's see if anyone else can be able to beat that and maybe even improve on it. Yeah, no one else really on a lap right now. Most people are on out laps. I think the closest person to finishing a lap is our Biga. Coming down towards turn 7. Not very much down, but in theory down towards turn 7. Through 8 and 9 and 10. Ooh, a little bit of a slide there for the Ferrari driver, opening up the DRS. Now towards third sector, already crossing that middle sector split line. He has not set a time yet. Our Biga having a little bit of a lockup there on the front left end of the hairpin. Now through the very difficult right kink. Very difficult on traction and just getting it right in general, and then coming to the line just about in the middle of the track. He's going to go P8, 5 places off of his Ferrari teammate. Mr. Baboon is going to be the next one. He's going to improve by 4.5 tenths, and he's going to be going up into P6 once again. The next driver to cross the line is that Scabney. Yeah, that's Scabney. He's going to be getting a very, very nice tow from Axton down the pit straight. Maybe going to be able to, or most definitely should be able to improve on his first sector with that tow. Will Axton get out of the way, though? Yeah, Axton is going to get out of the way very, very nicely. So the McLaren driver of Scabney is going to get a very nice helping hand on his qualifying lap. If he can just string together turns 1, 2, and 3, which it looks like he has now, opening up the DRS. Down, well, again, down or up, whichever one you want to go with. We don't discriminate here. Up towards turn 4, up by a 10th. That tow doing a very, having a very nice helping hand effect on the McLaren driver's qualifying lap. Now through turn 6, not missing the second apex there for turn 6. So maybe gonna be, or should be improving here so far. Now through the middle sector, very, very technical. Quite a few S's. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now into the stadium section. Where the majority of the Mexican fans will be. I don't believe we have any Mexican drivers. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, Scabney coming out of the final corner across the line. What time is he going to be doing? He improved by 4/10 and onto that front row. So it's the championship battle on the front row, which is going to be very intriguing to see once we get towards the race. But we still have 3 minutes and 25 seconds left of this qualifying session. So yeah, we're just about to get towards the most interesting part of this session.
That was a very clean lap from Scavney too. He was very good through Sector 1. Sector 2, he was a little cautious, but it's better to be cautious than, you know, go off track through the S's and get your lap invalidated. But very clean lap, and he's actually in third now as Puff goes up into P2. So this could be interesting with 3 minutes left in the session.
Just want to point out that RC7 is 2.5 tenths up, coming through the middle, coming out of the middle sector, now into the third sector. Oh, a little bit wide out of the hairpin. That's not going to help his final lap time now through turn 16. A little bit of wide, just carrying a little bit too much speed and having a little slide and going to be pulling into the pit lane. Yeah, that third sector was not clean, and we can tell just because of the way he pulled into the pit lane there, all over that curve. But Hightower is up by a second on his 18.8. Let's see how many places he can gain through the last sector. He's going to be going up to P14, only one place, but he does improve by 1.5 seconds, so that's a good improvement for the Williams driver. The next driver to be coming across the line should be lagging Loki, who's done 4 laps on his soft tires. He's invalidated twice, actually, but Puff pulling the pit lane, so Tempura, I believe, will be the next person on a lap.
Yeah, and we have had a couple of drivers do a ton of laps. Like you said, lagging Loki 5 laps, Tempura Zoom 4 laps, and looks like Maverick is going back out again, so he's not satisfied with that time, but I don't know if guys like RC, Scavney, and Puff are going to have enough time. If they want to get another lap in, they need to go out right now. As speaking of that, it does look like RC is going back out. Or that might be Jinnit. Nope, that is RC.
Okay, well, yeah, RC right now in P4, second. He's going to be on the inside of that second row, so it's not going to be on the racing line. It's not going to be the grippier line off the start, so he might get a little bit bogged down. So maybe trying to get into one of those odd numbers grid slots. But yeah, Tempura looking to have a pretty decent lap so far. He does the Alpha Tower of lagging Loki in front of him, so that's a big distraction. And also going to be a little bit of dirty air for the Alfa Romeo, but Loki seems to get out of the way pretty decently after the S's, now breaking into the hairpin. On the apex, not what we saw from RC7 just a little bit earlier, now breaking into the final corner, using all the track that he can, down to third gear, now shifting up through the gears, through the flat-out turn 17, across the line. It's going to be P9. It looked like a great lap, or a pretty decent lap. He's going to improve by 1.2 seconds. Arbiga crossing the line behind him. Let's see. He's not going to be close enough for a slipstream, I do not think. Yeah, who's the next one? I believe that's Jinnit, who seemed to be a little bit dirty there on his outlap, being invalidated. But yeah, who's going to be the first one? All Maverick is on a lap.
Yeah, Maverick on a lap right now. And the thing is, too, is that this track is very easy to cut. So if you need to get back to the line immediately to start a lap, you can do it pretty decently or give a good effort at it. There were some drivers on Monday doing that, and it's a good strategy.
But yeah, Alt Maverick is going to be the first person to cross the line. He's going to be the person to finish this session. Let's see what Alt Maverick can do. He was up by 2 tenths. Wow. He's going to gain another tenth in that last sector. It's going to be a 14-1. So what Excel Lando in the comments section said, high 13, low 14. We definitely got that with a 114.147. I believe that's Monkey Mafia to cross the line. He improves by 2.5 tenths. The Williams behind him, I think, was Soy Loco, so he's not going to be able to finish his lap. But now it's going to be Arbig. He's up by 4 tenths at the middle sector. Let's see what he can do through the final 2 corners. He's in P10 right now, 1.9 seconds off a pole. It's going to be he lost a ton of time through the third sector. He's not going to be able to improve on his lap time. Jinnit is 1.5 seconds up. His other lap time being on the medium tires. The soft tires are 1.1 seconds faster in theory. Jinnit's going to be going up onto the front row. That's a great lap from the Alfa Romeo driver, Tempura. Not going to be able to prove on his current grid slot. Lagging Loki is going to be pulling into the pit lane. The Mercedes Eric is going to be pulling in as well. Let's see where RC7 can go. Is he going to... Oh, he's invalidated. That's not going to be great for the Racing Point. He had a ton of time in his lap time and could have improved probably onto that second row, but invalidated and not going to be able to get the best lap time out of this session. But yeah, it's going to be Alt Maverick on pole, followed by Jinnit in second place.
Yeah, and a couple of things to note. So when it comes to the championship battles, the drivers and the constructors, Maverick on pole and Scavney in fourth. So Scavney needing to finish ahead of Maverick today in order to keep the championship alive. He's already off to a challenge with Maverick being up there. And one thing, too, we have a Ferrari and a Haas both starting in the points right now, but we also have a Ferrari and a Haas starting out of the points, so things really interesting here already in qualifying.
Yeah, but it's going to be the American, Alt Maverick in Mexico, taking pole position by just under 3/10 to Zenith, the second place on the front row. Puff Digital has been strong all season in qualifying in P3. Scavney trying to keep this championship going to Brazil in fourth. Then Soyo Loco, RC7, Mr. Baboon, Sam M, Lit Romney, and Tempura rounding out the top 10. It's going to be Arbiga, the best of the rest, in P11. He's going to be the first one starting on those fresh tires, and it's going to be Monkey Mafia, and then Alt Maverick's teammate, Wolfsburg, in 13th. It's going to be Hightower, Lagging Loki, the last of the qualifiers to set a time, and then Axon, it's Eric, Ryan, and Pace Dogs rounding out the drivers.
Yeah, and another thing too with the standings, we had both Racing Points per usual qualify at the front. Now they are 55 points back, so they're not really in the hunt. But if they continue to qualify and finish well, while Ferrari and Haas, because Ferrari and Haas, they're great, but as of late, both Racing Point drivers are getting a ton of points, so they could be in this constructors battle at the end of the race. But yeah, it looks like we're at the loading screen. Hopefully nobody readies up too early. Unfortunately, on Monday, we did have someone ready up early, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But
Yeah. Just gonna go through what conditions we need for a driver's champion. So, as you mentioned, Scavney has to score at least 1 point more than Maverick to keep the championship going to Brazil. But if he does that, he's gonna have to score race win and fastest lap in the final 2 races with Alt Maverick not scoring any points. So that will be a difficult task. So let's see what Scavney can do to capitalize, or we might have a new drivers champion on our hands in tier 2. But the constructors championship, Ferrari, as you mentioned, just at the beginning of qualifying, is on 331 points. Haas on 323, 8 points back. Racing Point on 276. They're 55 points off of Ferrari. And McLaren, who are still mathematically in the Constructors' Championship fight on 243.88 off the back of Ferrari. Yeah.
We will have to see. Well, it looks like we are readying up. So I think it's time for our weekly predictions. I think it's that time. You know, I've noticed something. So, Puff, he has had no luck lately. And I feel like he's getting closer each week to finally getting back on the top step of the podium. I've noticed that I tend to pick him a lot. So, this week I'm purposely not picking him because usually it does not work out. I picked him to win last week, so that should explain itself. But so, I think that this championship will stay alive next week. I think Scavney comes through and gets the win. And then I'm going to say that we have a double Racing Point podium. I think Zenith and RC will both get on the podium.
That would be definitely interesting for both championships.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it for the fans. I want Scavney to win this race just for the sake that it goes to the final race. Just for that sake. And we do have a championship finale in Abu Dhabi. So, Alt Maverick, I'm going to say you win, so you don't get any points. So that's how we're thinking right now. And then, yeah, I'm going to follow you up on double Racing Point podium. I think it's going to be RC and Zenith in that order, second and third. So, yeah, hopefully that does happen. But Ferrari, they are going to have to do well in these last 3 races if they want to keep onto their championship lead. It was a massive championship lead at one point, but now it's only 8 points. So, yeah, they've sort of lost their form in the second half. Well, not the second, like the last third of the season, I'd say. Not the first 2, but the last third of the season has been really difficult for them.
Yeah, and something to note. So after Singapore, Ferrari had a 72-point lead in constructors. That's just incredible because it's only an 8-point lead now, just 3 races later. You know, after USA, it's down to Haas as of late has been really strong, and we have a Haas driver on pole, so it could be there's a possibility that Haas could take the lead after today in the constructors if Ferrari isn't able to score more points than them today. But it does look like we are about to get the grid formed. So we had a crazy start on Monday. I can't wait to see what this start is going to be like.
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of drivers on the soft tires. Only 3 people opting to pick the mediums, and it's going to be Bigga, Hightower, and Ryan all looking to go a little bit longer into this race than everyone else on the soft compound tires. But it's going to be Alt Maverick on pole position. Jinnit to his right, his championship rival just behind the Racing Point of Jinnit. Let's see what type of start these drivers can get off to. I believe Pace Dogs has just formed up into the last grid slot. Now going to the broadcast cam. With Alt Maverick on pole position, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And they're out and away with no glitches, it seems, for the moment. Alt Maverick has gotten a decent enough start. It's going to be a long run down to turn 1, though. Pup Digital has gotten quite a good start. It's going to be 4 wide, maybe even 5 wide down towards turn 1. Let's see. Oh, Soy Loco has gotten a really good slipstream. We have a crash back there, but Soy Loco is going to be up into second place. Puff and I believe RC7, maybe even Jinnit, having a little bit of contact there, but Scavney has lost 2 positions. It's going to be RC7 from 6 on the grid up into 4th. Jinnit from the front row down to 5th place. That's not a great start from the Racing Point driver. Arbiga and Tempura, never mind, the arrows were green and red. Ooh, Mr. Baboon may be looking for a move on Sam, but he's not going to be close enough. Ooh, a little bit of lag on my end. Mr. Baboon, Arbiga trying to look down the inside of Mr. Baboon up into 8th place, but he's not going to be able to get that move done. Alt Maverick is already off to a second lead in P1. And it's going to be Soy Loco, who had an amazing start. Puff Digital, and then RC, Jinnit, and Scavney. Scavney not having the greatest starts, but there is 36 laps here at the Mexican Grand Prix. Let's see what this race can shape up to. Wolfsburg has made a mistake. He's lost 2 positions already. Axton is going to be to his left side as well, so he's going to lose that position to the Renault. That's not going to be great for Haas's Constructors Championship right now. Maybe looking for a move towards the outside of the hairpin, but he's not going to be close enough. Ryan picking up a 5-second time penalty for cutting a corner and gaining a place. So that's going to hinder him as the timings start to flip around. It is not lap 3. Don't believe that. But yeah, Alt Maverick off to a great start already. He's already got a second lead.
Yeah, and that incident there off the start, Hightower and lagging Loki both got damage. Hightower already in the pits, but a pretty clean start besides that incident.
Yeah, most definitely. There is, once the timings fix themselves, there is a very, very big train from second place down throughout most of the field, down to the 2 Mercedes, I'd say. Actually, yeah, so look, starting to close that gap down. He's already closed it down by about 2/10 on this lap alone, and Puff Digital is within the DRS range. RC7 is just off the back with his teammate hounding him down, and then Scavney looking to the inside of Jinnit. Jinnit's already derating. Scavney down the inside there. Let's see if he can go around the outside of the hairpin. He's going to back out of that one. I think that's smart. Very, very difficult to overtake or even go side by side through this 3rd sector. At Mexico, not going to be able to get that move done. Let's see what he can do down towards turn 1, but not many gaps are that close. As you mentioned, Hightower, he pitted for the hard tires and to get his front wing change. Scavney not going to be close enough down into turn 1, but Puff Digital is going to be looking to the outside of the Williams of Scavney all the way around the outside. Very tight first 3 corners here at Mexico, but Soy Loco and Puff are still side by side. Soy Loco is going to defend it very well off the exit of 3. A little bit of lag on my end, but Puff Digital is going to have to slot back into the slipstream, maybe looking for a move up the inside, but not going to be able to get that move done. So Loco gives him the room and the respect of that inside line, but Puff is not going to be able to be late enough on the brakes.
Yeah, Soy Loco, he gained 3 spots off the start, started in 5th, and he's in 2nd place, and Maverick is checked out.
Ooh,
he was
Lit Romney
already
spun.
3 seconds ahead. Lit Romney around.
Yeah, Lit Romney has spun and lost half of his front wing. That's not going to be great for the Mercedes driver. He was just outside the points following his teammate just in behind Tempura. But let's see, is it's Eric going to be close enough to make a move? Selling the fake on the outside, going to the inside. He's going to be able to get that done. Going a little bit wide off track, but he's Tempura trying to maybe make it around the outside, but it's Eric is going to get that move done. Ooh, a little bit of a slide there from the Mercedes and as well from Tempura on my end. Again, all on my end. Yeah, a great move there from Eric. That was very brave from the Mercedes driver.
Yeah, and Eric, each week it seems like he does a great job of gaining spots off the start. He's already gained 7 spots, so once again, Eric moving his way through the grid, and we saw a very aggressive move, and yeah, he's the type of driver to make those moves happen.
Yeah, most definitely. As we did look at Mr. Babin trying to make a move on the Red Bull of Sam M. He's going to be able to do it into turn 4 in the Alfa Romeo, not braking late enough to get up the inside. Sam M still giving him the room for racing, but yeah, the Alfa Romeo not going to be able to get that move done on the Red Bull, but it has closed up for second place here. It's a 2.5 second lead for all Maverick, just as, Puff Digital a little bit off the track there for me. But yeah, Soy Loco 8 tenths back, RC very, very close in behind, and then Jinne 6 tenths, or 4 tenths back, and then Scavney just about a second back. He's almost out of DRS range. He doesn't have DRS as it stands right now. He's very low on ERS as well as most of these guys in this train, except for Soy Loco, who's on a very nice and high amount of 70%. RC7 picking up his first time penalty in this race as he sits in P4 right now. It's Eric very, very close to the back of the Ferrari of Arbeega. Arbeega, 1 out of 2 drivers on the medium tires right now, but Puff Digital setting the fastest lap, trying to close down the race leader of all Maverick, as I believe the Alpha Tower of lagging, Monkey Mafia spun around in the 3rd sector and lost part of his front wing, so that's not going to be good for his chances. He's down in 15th right now. Wolfsburg maybe looking for a move on the Alfa Romeo of Tempura. I think Tempura may have made a mistake. No, he's just very low on ERS. Wolfsburg going to be able to get that move very, very easily and up into P12 for the Haas driver. Very close for P9 right now, as it is between Biga and Eric, as well as Axton, who's only 3 tenths back. Is Eric going to be late enough on the brakes to make another move here? He's not going to be close enough in the Mercedes. He's going to have to try and get past the Ferrari of Arbeega. Biga on those medium tires right now, but yeah, very, very close gaps between throughout the field.
Yeah, Soy Loco just picked up a penalty there, got in the grass, went off the track, and Puff has been able to get away from him. Soy Loco was 2nd, Puff got by, and Puff is starting to close in on Maverick. It was a 3-second lead, and now it's a 2-second lead. Yeah,
Puff Digital showing his clean air pace right now as it stands. It's Eric now into the 3rd sector. Let's see if he's going to be able to make a move around the outside of Arbeega. Is he going to be able to get that? He's on the inside for the hairpin. Biga trying to keep it all the way around the outside. He's going to be able to do that. A great defensive maneuver there from the Ferrari, but it's going to be very, very difficult for him to keep it into turn 1. It's Eric very, very close on the exit, using the last of reserves of overtake down or towards the DRS activation point, now pulling into the slipstream of the Ferrari. He should have a straight line speed advantage here on the Ferrari, but Arbeega not giving this one up very quietly, as Axton having an amazing straight line speed advantage there over Biga, and it's Eric. Biga making a little bit of a mistake there. I believe the Williams of Hightower has made a mistake and spun around in the middle sector on those hard tires. The hard tires here at Mexico are not that fun to drive on. Yeah. Axton with a great move down there into turn 1, but RC is even closer to Soy Loco, as actually I think Soy Loco may have made a mistake, or Puff's clean air pace. It just completely dropped Soy Loco, RC7, Jin and Scavnews started to close up back to this train. He has regained DRS off the Racing Point duo. RC7 very, very close into the S section, and then dropping a little bit back up the Williams. Puff Digital 1.3 seconds. He's super, super close to the back of Alt Maverick.
Yeah, something I've noticed is that for a little bit, Puff was using more overtake, but if you look at it, now Maverick has more overtake, so maybe Maverick was just saving his overtake, but Puff definitely having a lot of pace right now. Like I said, it was a 3-second gap before, and now it's a 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, the 2 Racing Points maybe looking to battle each other. It's going to be Schumacher and Hakkinen down into turn 1. On Soy Loco, or RC on the outside. He's not going to be able to get that one done. But Jin on the inside, trying to go around the inside of turn, or around the outside of turn 2. He's going to be able to get that move done right now. But RC7 is going to be the inside of Soy Loco. The Williams driver is just dropping in place. Scavney is going to be right behind him as well, using his overtake. He's going to be going to the outside to just a little bit on the grass there for the McLaren. Let's see if he can get this move done. Soy Loco possibly losing 3 places here just in the first sector. Scavney is going to be on the inside for turn 6. It's not a very good line to keep it around the outside, but yeah, Soy Loco is going to be losing 3 places here. His tires have seemingly gone off, but Jin is going to be up into the clean air of 3rd place. He's 4 seconds off the back of Puff. Let's see what he can do with that. Very, very nice gap of clean air, but his teammate of RC7 really opening up the way for him. He's going to be a second back, and then Scavney very, very close, keeping his gap to RC7. That's going to be crucial if he wants to try and catch up to All Maverick, who's not way out in front, but way out in front and compared to Scavney.
Yeah, Soy Loco just went really wide in turn 12, and after that great start, going from 5th to 2nd, he's gone back down to 6th, and he's in the pits.
Yeah, Soy Loco is into the pit lane. I wonder what he's going to be pitting onto as the Williams driver. His pit stall is going to be the last one in the pit lane. Let's see. He's going to be going on the medium tires, so I think he's going to be going for a two-stop here. Soft, medium for the Williams driver. Lit Romney picking up a time penalty down in 17th place. But as I didn't mention, but It's Eric had a little bit of spin. He's not going to be changing his front wing. I don't think he hit the wall, but he's going to be going on the medium tires as well as the Williams of Soy Loco. Let's see what the undercut is very, very big here. I might mention that. If you can get 2 laps undercut on the guys in front of you, you should be able to create or get that undercut done. Yeah, again, as English, very difficult. But Puff Digital almost within 2 DRS of All Maverick. It's 1 second. The Ferrari driver showing his outright pace here in Mexico coming into the 3rd sector. The ERS has balanced out as it stands. P1 and P2. He's not going to be able to get the DRS going onto the pit straight onto lap 9, but he will most definitely have it soon, as Jin is actually closing in just a little bit. He's already closed it down to 3.7 seconds, but actually RC7 has made a mistake because he's let Scavney through.
I am very interested to see what Maverick's wings are, because Puff just used his overtake on the straightaway and only gained a 10th. Maverick didn't use any of his, so Maverick might have a very slippery setup, and Puff just got a penalty.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for Puff. It's not going to be good for Scavney either, because Puff Digital is going to be, or Scavney is hoping that Puff can maybe hold up the current race leader and allow him to close in. But he is falling off the back of Jinny, and he does have to look behind to RC7. That is the closest driver to him on track as it stands. But getting into the first pit stops here at Mexico, the 2 race leaders, the top 5 have the top 6 who are all on soft compound tires have not made their 1 mandatory change of compounds just yet. Arbeega being on the medium tires right now, he's 6.2 off the back of the reserve of Axton in the Renault, so let's see how long he's going to be going into this race. But now focusing more towards the front, let's see if the top 2 are going to be coming into the pit lane. Coming through turn 16 right now, Alt Maverick is going to be in as well as Puff. Let's see what Jinnit does. Is he going to follow them in? He is not going to. Oh, Alt Maverick picks up a speeding penalty.
That's huge.
Yeah, most definitely that is going to be huge. I wonder why Scavney is not coming into the pit lane. Maybe trying to overcut. Maybe going for a 1-stop here. Soft to hard. Trying to make that 1 less pit stop work. But as Alt Maverick is pitted onto the soft tires, Puff going onto the medium. So I wonder if Alt Maverick may be looking for a soft medium here. And Puff Digital looking for the soft, medium, soft to have that softer compound towards the end of the race. But Alt Maverick coming out right behind his teammate. I wonder if Alt Maverick will be screaming for Wolfsburg to get out of the way very, very quickly. Ooh, going very wide, having to cut turn 3 is the second half of Wolfsburg. He's going to be getting in the way of Puff. No, he's not going to be, but Puff is going to have the DRS down towards turn 4. That will help him close in that 1.5 second gap as it stands right now out of the pit lane. But now going on board with Eric, who's very, very close to the back of Ryan. I thought he might be close enough to make a move. He is on the fresher tires, but it is the harder compound. Not going to be close enough for a move into turn 4. Actually, maybe looking for one, but no, he's not. He's going to think better of it. Let's see what the top 3 think to do on the soft tires. Will Jinnit be coming into the pit lane? Soy Loco, meanwhile, picking up his second 3-second time penalty. Jinnit's in, Scavney's in. Axton is going to be following them in as well, so it's going to be Arbeega who takes the net race lead unless he decides to pull into the pit lane right now. So let's see where All Maverick... let's see where these guys come out compared to All Maverick. He did do 1 less lap than them, and he does have the ERS advantage. Puff is actually on 100% ERS, and he has lost quite a lot of time to All Maverick.
Yeah, it should be interesting how that works in comparison to Maverick and Puff. Lots of different strategies. We saw Scavney pit a little bit later, go on the mediums, Maverick on the soft, so we don't get a safety car, this will be very interesting on strategy, because it seems like there's not really a set plan. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing right now.
Yeah, most people start on the soft tires, but it is a mix between strategies right now. Only 3 people start on the mediums, and the leader of those 3 is Arbigger right now, who's out in the net race lead. Maybe doing a favor for Puff, as he, Altmapper will have to pass Vega on track. On his 10-lap old medium tires. Let's see where he's going to be able to get that move done. Is he going to be able to get it done into the 3rd sector? Look at that grip advantage the Haas driver has. Now coming toward, I'm not exactly sure which corner number it is. I think it's turn 12, maybe? But yeah, let's go with turn 12.
That is right, that was turn 12. Just looked, that is correct.
Great, because my laptop is broken, so I do no longer have a track map up next to me, which is not the greatest, but it's Eric picking up, which is his 3rd time penalty for the Mercedes driver. That's not going to be great for his chances of scoring points here tonight in Mexico, but most of the gaps are within DRS range, except for a few in the top 5. So Loco 2 seconds off the back of Janet, being 4.4 off the back of his tire compound mate in Puff Digital, who's 1.3 seconds off his teammate Biga, already losing 1.5 seconds on this lap right now to Allmaverick, who is on the softer compound, is going to be absolutely pushing as hard as he can to try and get the gap he needs for Puff when he might be on those soft tires in that 3rd stint.
I am very curious to see what Biga does on strategy, because if he stays out long enough, he could do a 1-stop possibly and pull that off. And the thing is, too, holding off Maverick there for a little bit, that's good for him and Puff, because remember, there's a close battle in the Constructors. And speaking of that, Puff is within DRS range, so I wouldn't be surprised if Biga stays out another lap here, gets Puff that DRS, and then heads into the pits, because right now this is looking pretty favorable for Puff to get some momentum right here.
Yeah, if you are going to do the medium soft strategy, normally, well, if you're going to be starting on the soft, normally go around 6 laps, or at least that's what I do. Go about 6 laps, and then you go 15-15 on the mediums. Let's see what these guys do. Big has already done 12. Going on to lap 13 right now for his compound tires. He does have the gear glitch for me, which is not pleasant to hear. But yeah, so let's see what he's going to be doing with his strategy. Maybe going onto the hard tires towards the end of this race. Gonna make that one last pit stop than the 2 guys who are currently in front of him. But he's not going to have the pace advantage towards the end of the race that he might want. But Scavney right now in P7. I believe he is in a net. Is he in a net P6? That's not going to be great for him.
No. Yeah, something needs to happen. I think he needs a safety car in order to get back up there with Maverick, because, like we mentioned, he needs to finish ahead of Maverick, and right now Maverick possibly going to win the race. So, yeah, Scavney definitely needs to make something happen right here.
Yeah, most definitely can. He's half a second off the back of Mr. Baboon, but Mr. Baboon does have the DRS off the Williams of Soy Loco. He's only half a second back as well. So, yeah, Scavney does have the fresher tires compared to Soy Loco and Mr. Baboon, so he should be able to maybe have a little bit of a pace advantage there, but I don't think it'll be helping him all too much that Mr. Baboon has the DRS. But let's see what the Alfa Romeo driver can do down into turn 1 with Soy Loco. Not going to have that DRS advantage. Mr. Baboon has the slipstream and he has the DRS. Ooh, a little bit of contact there going into turn 1. Scavney very, very close. Does he have front wing damage? I don't know if they make contact there. Yeah, he has a left end plate missing. That's not going to be great for his championship and might be wrapped up just in this moment on lap 14. But Mr. Baboon is going to be going up into P5. Soy Loco losing out of position there. But the the second driver in this championship fight getting wing damage. That's not going to help him. As you mentioned, he's going to need a safety car now if he wants to have any chance of beating Alt Maverick in this race.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was trying to make a move or not. He definitely braked late in turn 1. Soy Loco and Mr. Baboon were scuffling there, and he got into the back of, I believe, Mr. Baboon, and yeah, that is catastrophic with the wing damage that he has. So, and he was really gaining a lot of speed too, was using his ERS, using his fuel, gaining on them, and now he's got wing damage, and it looks like he's about to get overtaken by 2 guys right here.
Yeah, Axon is very, very close to the back of the McLaren Ooh, a little bit of glitching out for me. Not going to be going for a move there. But, ooh, Sam is trying to go for a move around the outside of Axton. And not going to be able to get that one done. Rightfully squeezed out there by the Renault driver. But Scavney is going to be coming into the pit lane to fix that wing damage. But now Sam M is going to be allowed to push on ahead and maybe fight Axton. But getting that DRS is the Renault driver. That's going to seriously help him right now in his current battle with the Red Bull driver. But Soy Loco still very, very close to the back of the Alfa Romeo. He has not fallen off quite yet off the back of the of Mr. Baboon. But I wonder if the Alfa Romeo driver can close up to the back of our big. I think he is doing that right now, as we do have a yellow flag. I think that's for Tempura. He spun out of the final corner, so that's not going to be good for him. He's in P17 right now, so that's definitely not good for him. Scavney coming out behind Romney down into 15th place for him, so he's not currently in the championship points positions. So yeah, the race has started to cool down just ever so slightly. Scavney actually getting past Romney now into turn 4, going to the outside and braking on the racing line. Going to be able to get that move done. He's up into P14.
Something I have noticed, so we got to keep in mind that Maverick does have a 5-second time penalty, and he has saved a lot of his ERS. He is at 80% right now, and that's just exiting the straightaway, so I'm sure he'll have a lot more right here through the corner. Yeah, he's back at 90%, so he needs to start using that soon, though, because right now he will lose out to Puff, and, you know, I know he's focusing on the big picture, but if he wants to win the race, he definitely needs to start picking it up right here, because, like I said, he does have that 5-second penalty.
Yeah, I do believe, All Maverick mentioned in general chat. Definitely, I did not ask him. He flexed how many wins he has this season. He does have 7 wins. So if he if he wins out for the rest of the season, he will be at 10 as Ryan is coming to the pit lane for the hard tires. I don't know if he had wing damage or not. So, but yeah, he's going to be down in the P15. So Scavney will be elevated one more position up into 13th. But yeah, All Maverick, if he doesn't want to get double-digit wins, he's going to have to try and win this one, as well as the rest of the races. Ooh, our big guy, I think, has just picked up his first time penalty right now in P4. He is yet to pit. Doing pretty well, actually. He's only 2.5 off the back of Janet, who passed him just a few laps ago. And Soy Loco is 2 seconds behind him right now, who has less than half of the amount of laps on his tires. But Arvig is going to be staying out another lap. I wonder what he's going to be trying to do. Is he going medium, soft, soft?
I don't know if he's doing that, or maybe, I don't know how long he can stay out on the medium tires, but maybe he's going medium soft. If he can stay out a little bit longer, but he's been out there for a long time, so I'm assuming he's going for the one stop. I think that's why he stayed out this long and put on the mediums at the start. I'm assuming he's doing that, but we don't know, obviously, so this could be huge for Ferrari. If he can pull off the one stop and finish up there with Puff, that's huge for the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, it definitely is, as Mr. Baboon is coming into the pit lane to fit a new front wing and a new set of hard tires. But Scavney very, very close to the back of Mr. Baboon as he comes out of the pit lane. He's going to be up into P12 now. So Scavney really taking advantage of everybody's pitting either for damage or just new tires in general. But he's only up into P12 right now. He is not in the point scoring positions, but he's on the back of All Maverick's teammate. That is not the Haas you want to be fighting right now in this race.
No, absolutely not. And does look like Soy Loco does get by our big right here for P4. So Soy Loco making his way back up through the grid there after a couple of moments that he had. So looks like Sam picks up a penalty, and Maverick is starting to use his ERS. You notice that it's down to 40%, and he's up another second. He's now 4 seconds ahead of Puff. So yeah, he's starting to use his ERS, it looks like.
Yeah, as Arbig is finally coming to the pit lane. Let's see what tires he's going to be fitting on his Ferrari. He's going to be going out of the hards. No, he's going onto the soft tires, so I think he's going to be trying to make a medium soft work here, because there's no way you can do another half of this race on those soft tires.
Monkey Mafia spun out here very far off the track, taking a lot of time to go through the grass to get back onto the circuit, and he just got a penalty for that. That is really unfair. I don't think that's fair at all. He should find a way to get that removed after the race if he's not pitting again, but he's definitely pitting. He's been on those tires for 11 laps, so yeah, that sucks, but I'm surprised we haven't seen a safety car. We've had a lot of guys have trouble today. I'm really shocked we haven't seen one so far.
Yeah, we did have just a few safety cars in Tier 1, but I'm not too sure if they were either for incidents or they were for the rain on the track as Monkey Mafia retires in the pit lane. RC going a little bit off track there with Sam M in the Red Bull bearing down on the back of his racing point. Yeah, Team Money pointing out in the comments that Bigger could do 2 sets or 2 stints of 9 laps on those soft tires. And they would work. They optimally go, again, this is based off the start of the race, around 7 or 8 laps due to those soft compound tires. So with lower fuel, is going to be able to do the same amount of laps, but even faster. I believe that is Monkey Mafia's car coming back out of the pit lane after he has retired. But Axton is going to be sliding his way past the has been struggling just a little bit. Axton with that 3-lap fresher, those 3-lap fresher tires, going to be able to get that move done into turn 1. Now going to be trying to chase down Jinnit in the racing point, who's 6.5 seconds ahead. But yeah, as he mentioned, all Maverick and Puff are now on equal ERS, but Puff Digital right now, as it stands, is in a net race lead with all Mavericks 5-second time penalty. Actually, no, he's not, because Puff Digital Puff has that 3 seconds. So all Maverick should be able to serve his penalty in the pit lane, and sorry, Loco picking up another time penalty. But yeah, all Maverick should be able to serve his penalty in the pit lane when he makes his pit stop. So Puff should, in theory, be in front of him once they pit. But all Maverick is going to be able to get that undercut. He's going to be pitting earlier than the Ferrari driver, so he might be able to make up that gap once the Ferrari driver comes in the pit lane. I'm guessing for his final set of soft tires.
Yeah, and with penalties right now, I'm surprised that we've had as many penalties as we've had. Only 3 drivers, Axton, Pace Dogs, and Wolfsburg, currently have 0 penalties. Kudos to them, but yeah, lots of penalties. Hightower, 15 seconds. Eric, 12 seconds. Soy Loco, 12 seconds. So, yeah, drivers definitely extending the track here today.
Yeah, looking towards the battle for P9, Arbeger getting very, very close to the back of the Renault of Pace Dogs, who's 16.2 seconds off of the top 8 right now. So that is around about, I'm not exactly sure how much a pit stop is here, but I think most pit stops are around 25 to 20 seconds, so it should be in there. So Arbeger should have a pretty I'm guessing undercut here, but he's only 40.9 seconds off the leaders, and he's gonna have to make an extra pit stop as well with them as well. So not exactly sure how much he's gonna have to close up, but he's gonna be around 15 seconds. Let's see if he can do that on the soft tires. But all Maverick, the race leader, once was race leader, is gonna be into the pit lane for his second or third set, or no, yes, like third set of tires.
And you just saw right there, he had to serve that 5-second penalty, so he is going to only be close with Puff here when things are all said and done. Puff probably going to have to come back into the pits. I think that's definitely going to happen. So we will see what happens, but like I said, that penalty definitely hurt Maverick.
Yeah, all Maverick coming out just about 2 seconds in front, or behind, or 22 seconds behind Puff. He did have around a 4-second gap to the Ferrari driver Sam M as well, coming into the pit lane to fit another set of medium tires. But Arbeger has finally gotten past the Renault of Pace Dog, so he's gonna be gonna try and show his pace if you ignore the pun or attempted pun. Try and show his clean air pace, but all Maverick already closing in half a second on the Ferrari Puff, so those fresh tires are doing absolute wonders for him. But he's gonna have to try, or he's gonna have to get past the traffic of Eric. I hate to call these guys traffic, but Eric, RC, Soy Loco, and maybe even Axon, and maybe even Jinnit as well, if he can close up and use that pace that he most definitely does have. Yeah, going back towards the interval timings, all Maverick very, very close to the back of Eric in the third sector. Not going to be able to make a move. Eric very, very slow compared to all Maverick through the hairpin. It's Eric not going to be coming into the pit lane. He's already done just now 13 laps. All Maverick does have the gear glitch for me. It's Eric maybe trying to defend that out of the final corner across the start-finish line, but all Mavericks going to be able to get that move done and closing it even more on Puff in a straight line because of that DRS advantage now. So Loco picking up another time penalty through turns 1, 2, and 3. He already is up to 15 seconds. Hightower right now is in the technical race lead if you want to count penalties, but yeah. He's in the penalty race lead. Let's just say that. Oh, I think Tempura's. Ooh, Tempura's had a big spin there. Resetting the track there with no front wing. Romney's going to have to go into evasive action to try and avoid the Alfa Romeo. That is Puff who's coming past these guys, or coming close to these guys right now. Tempura going to be pulling into the pit lane in his Alfa Romeo to fix that front wing damage, but Puff has lost a little bit of time to Janet.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I think another thing, too, obviously the penalty hurt Maverick, but like we said before, he's got to get through traffic, and he's approaching RC and Soy Loco on significantly older tires, but Soy Loco is out of the way, but he's got another penalty, and this one is 5 seconds, so Soy Loco probably won't be on the podium today because of all of the penalties, but yeah, Maverick still has traffic ahead of him, so it might be really close between Puff and Maverick at the end of this race, if we don't get a safety car, which... with Tier 2, that we usually get a safety car in, the last 5 laps of the race.
That was a very, very big slide there from the Racing Point of RC7, losing even more time to the Renault of Axon and to the person who he is closest to on track, which is all Maverick. He's not racing him in theory, but yeah, he is racing him out physically there on track. Sam M and Scavney very, very close to the back of the Renault of Pace Dog. Scavney finally being able to get into that final point position of P10, but not going to be close enough to make a move here as it stands. As Sam M going to the outside of the Renault on the grass there while braking in the Red Bull. Going to be going all the way around the outside of turn 4. Is he going to be able to get that move done? Squeezing out the Renault of Pace Dogs. Pace Dogs off the track out to the left side of the white line.
God.
Scavney maybe looking for a move here as these two fight tooth and nail. Oh, Pace Dogs with a little bit of a slide there and on traction going to the inside of turn 7. Going to be able to get that move done. So Pace Dogs will lose a bunch of time and 2 places, but Eric is very close on his fresh soft tires. Let's see what he can do. He has such a grip advantage through the S's, going to the left side. Ooh, Pace Dogs is going to cover off that line. Eric picking up a time penalty there, opening up the DRS, trying to go around the outside through here, which is, again, turn 12. Yeah, turn 12, and going to be able to get that move done. So now Pace Dogs is going to have to look out behind to Mr. Baboon, and then 1.1 seconds back to Ryan as well.
Yeah, Eric making a move on Scavney right now. Eric very aggressive with that move on Pace Dogs there through turn 12, and Scavney's still right there with Eric. Looks like he's going to make a move to the inside. Eric does have those fresh softs. This could get close.
Ooh, Scavney with a little bit of a slide, and maybe a little bit of contact there on the apex of turn 1, but Scavney losing a ton of time to Eric. He still will have the DRS with the 1 detection zone, but now Eric making a move onto the Red Bull of Sam M. That's a terrible camera angle, but he's going to be up the inside of the Red Bull. Sam is just going to let him go, and now Eric will be up into P8 and try and close down Soy Loco.
Yeah, Eric making really good moves, just rifling his way through the field on those fresh, soft tires, so he could get good points. At the end of today, if those softs hold up, we do have a yellow in Sector 2.
That's Pace Dogs?
Yep, Pace Dogs. Looks like he's still in the grass right here, and he's back on the track, so... yeah, got some interesting strategies. Like I said, Eric could make his way through the field here.
Yeah. Ooh, Jeanette maybe just barely cutting the corner there of turn 2. But all Maverick very, very close to the back of RC7 in the Racing Point. Not going to be close enough to make a move here on lap 25 into turn 1. But now coming through turn 3. Let's see if he can close up to the back of the Racing Point and maybe make it over to... oh, yeah, look at that straight line speed advantage. He's going to be up the inside and past the Racing Point of RC. He's going to just kind of let this one go. Maybe looking for a little bit of a lunge there in turn 5. But not going to be risking it. All Maverick, who is a net race leader, going up into P4 and taking a solid hand on that championship trophy.
Yeah, like I said before, I think Maverick has a very slippery setup because he almost made that look easy, just getting on, getting to RC and getting by him, even with the DRS. I mean, that looked quick. It looked like he was in a completely different car. It looks like he was in, like, I don't know. I mean, that was like rocket speed. So, yeah, Maverick making his way through the field, and Puff is in the pits. So this is where we will see what happens as he is on fresh softs now. Let's see where Maverick is. He's going through turn 17. This will be very close coming out of the pits, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like Puff has done enough to be close enough to make a close up and maybe make a move on All Maverick. Coming out of the pit lane just now, it's going to be about 3.5 seconds, I'd say, between the two, and then it's going to be 8.5 in front of Alt Maverick. So Alt Maverick does have a lot of clean air. Jin does have to make his I think, well, yeah, definitely going to have to make a final pit stop onto the soft compound tires as Ryan and RC have both come into the pit lane as well, following in Puff. Onto those soft tires. Our Biga is still on his second set of tires, maybe trying to go to the end, but I think he'll be pulling into the pit lane very, very soon. But as it stands, holding up Soyloco trying to look for any line that he can to try and get past the Ferrari, but now opening up the DRS with the overtake on. He's going to be going to the inside. He's going to have to look out for Eric. Eric has been making some very, very audacious move. Ooh, our Biga almost going to the back of the Williams there. It's Eric trying to look for a line around the outside. He's not going to be able to get that one done. Our Biga taking the middle of the circuit, trying to hold Eric back for as long as possible. A little slide there on the rear end of the Mercedes driver. He's not going to be able to get anything done through that first sector and through that first part of the middle sector. But Axon now, he's on the fresh soft tires. He does have a 2-lap tire advantage on Eric, but Eric is going to be trying to make a move to the outside of turn 12. He's not even side by side, but ooh, very, very late on the brakes. Arbega just kind of letting him go there. He knows that he's going to be pulling into the pit lane either this lap or next lap. Two people picking up time penalties later. Ooh, safety car. Who crashed? Oh, it's Tempura.
That was Tempura Zoom, and that changes everything.
Yeah, that does indeed change everything. There's a safety car. Everybody's into the pit lane except for Alt Maverick, Puff, and Jinnit. Oh, Jinnit came into the pit lane anyways.
He pitted at the perfect time right before the safety car came out. Eric's gotten into a crash, it looks like, with Biga into the pits and lagging low-key penalties, so penalties everywhere, chaos everywhere. Like I said, Packer, we always get a safety car in these races, even when it doesn't look like it's going to happen, you know. It always happens, so yeah, this kind of just flipped the race on its head, and you know who this really hurt is Maverick. Look at everybody on the fresh soft tires, and he's out there with 5-lap medium tires.
Yeah, but look at where Scavney is. P9. It's going to be a huge mountain for the... Ooh, RC7 picking up a time penalty for cutting corners.
Don't do that under a safety car.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that's not great.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. That's very avoidable.
Yeah, All Maverick actually might be able to... I think if he comes in the pits here, he's only going to be in P3. Yeah, All Maverick is going to be pulling into the pit lane and switching off those medium tires. He has no penalties, but Puff and Jinnit both have penalties behind him. I don't think Axon is going to be close enough to get in front of Alt Maverick, so Alt Maverick will be into P3 here on fresh soft tires. So that's going to be even better for his race-winning chances.
Yeah, but take a look at Maverick. No penalties as of now. Remember, he did have that 5-second penalty, but he cleared it in the pits on the previous stop. So Maverick really in a good position still to win this race, even though he fell back to P3. So he just needs to keep it clean the rest of the race, which he does a pretty good job of that usually. But oh boy, Puff, like I've been saying, he's been so close, it seems like, for so long to get back onto the top step of the podium. He's kind of in a drought. I believe his last win was Monaco. So, and he's definitely, like I said, he's been up front every week. This could be the week that it happens. He gets back on the top step of the podium.
Yeah, but as it stands right now, with not taking the penalties into consideration, I believe if I do a little bit of math, and will have to bear with me, I do have a calculator with me though, so this should be fun.
Oh, cool.
I think Eric has the fastest lap, so 25 plus. How many points do you get for 6? 6 points for Biga.
6th is 8 points for 6th.
Yeah, okay, so Ferrari will be on 362 as it stands right now, and Haas will be on 338.
Wow. Yeah, that's huge. If they can finish like this, that will be huge for the constructors with only 2 races left. You know, after all the points that Haas has gotten lately, closed it down to 8 points, and if they finish where they are right now, this could be huge for the Constructors' Championship here.
Yeah,
Racing be beneficial.
Yeah, Racing Point will be on 6:04. So if you do a little bit of more math, which is crazy, I know, they're going to be 58 points back. So they're going to be losing 3 points to Ferrari. So Puff has 3 seconds, Jinna has 9, but all Maverick, crucially, all Maverick and Axon both have as well as Wolfsburg. So Wolfsburg gonna be able to make take advantage of everyone in front of him, or most people in front of him having penalties, and more than one penalty. RC has 9, Eric has 20, Big has 8, Soiloko has 18, Scavney has 9, Sam M has 9, Mr. Baboon and Ryan both have 6, and then Wolfsburg, the last out of the 3 drivers with no penalties is going to be Lit Romney with 6, Pace Dog, the only driver with 1 time penalty besides Puff, out in what is the race lead right now. And then Hightower with 21 seconds, who is a lap down, as well as a lagging Loki, who has a drive-through. That's not going to be great for him in the AlphaTauri. But yeah, we should be able to get underway either this lap or next lap once the AlphaTauri of lagging Loki closes up to the back of the safety car train. We will be able to get this race underway, I believe, onto lap 31.
Yeah, we will have to see what the battle is like here. We got Puff and Maverick, obviously, but don't count out Jinnit as well. He's up here in the top 3, and I think we both had him in our predictions, so that would be good for us, and good for Racing Point in the constructors. Good for him in the drivers' drivers' points too, because like I said before, he is in a tight battle with his teammate for P5. He's only 2 points back of RC, and RC is a little farther back on the grid in P5, so definitely a lot of things to happen here in the closing laps of the race, not just within the championship battle, but stuff in the constructors and the drivers' points as well.
Yeah. Now going back to the tires, Puff Digital, out of the top 14, has the oldest tires in terms of laps done on them with Wolfsburg. They've done 3 laps on their tires, and going on to lap 4, or going on to 4 once we get this restart, or this race back underway. But most people have either done 2 or 1 laps on the soft tires. All Maverick having the freshest tires out of the field right now, besides Hightower, who's done in last place, and then lagging Loki's on the mediums. So all Maverick should have the outright grip advantage and the outright pace advantage in general. He was the main candidate to win this race until the safety car. But yeah, let's see what he can do with Jinnit and Puff in front of him, as well as Axton, who's reserved from Tier 1. And then the fast guys of RC and Eric making a ton of very, very bold moves throughout this race. And then Big is going to have to try and come up big here and score as many points as possible for Ferrari in the Constructors. I believe 3rd and 4th are locked up for the 2 Ferrari boys in the Drivers' Championship. But Scavney, he's going to have a mega last few laps here in Mexico, as well as Wolfsburg, again, for the Constructors' Championship. Let's see what he can do. As the safety car is in this lap, we do have the message from the race director now coming into this 3rd sector. Very, very tight 3rd sector. A lot of very, very close calls here on Monday on safety car restarts. The pack being very, very bunched up. This 3rd sector is very, very slow as it is, but then once you have people slowing down, trying to get tire temperature, it gets even more sketchy. But yeah, Puff Digital coming through turn 16 right now. He's not going to be going quite yet, I do not think. Actually, I just lied because Puff Digital's already gone, and he's out onto turn 17. Erica has already picked up a 5-second penalty with our Big. That's the second time that's happened in the in the near area of the safety car period. But Jen is not going to be close enough to make a move. All Maverick already using 50% of his ERS down in P3. He's not going to be close enough to make a move. Big Puff with a big lockup on the front right going into turn 1. Not any moves being made. I don't think. Yeah, Piss Dog's coming into the pits to fit a new front wing. Anybody close enough to make a move? I don't think anybody will be making one. Yeah, All Maverick was 2/10 back just for a little bit there, but he's not going to be close enough into turn 4. So all the positions will stay the same on the safety car restart. It's going to be Puff Digital out in the physical race lead, but it's going to be All Maverick right now in the net race lead with the penalties. Jinnit just getting a little bit on the grass there on the apex, maybe cutting the corner there, maybe picking up a warning, but Scavney has not made up any positions. That's sketchy with my internet. Okay. But yeah, nobody's made up positions, so nothing has changed so far in the order. But it's Eric making another move into turn 12. That's the second one he's done up the inside. Ooh, who is that? Is that Ryan? Yeah, that's Ryan. He's made a mistake. He's gone straight on at turn 12. RC picking up a time penalty. Mr. Baboon having to cut turn 14 there. Sam M is going to be getting past him. Mr. Baboon with a little bit of slide. Wolfsburg is getting caught up in this. He's being held up with the Alfa Romeo and the Red Bull fighting. It's Eric has a 1.1 second gap to Axton. That he's not going to be close enough to make a move here, but the top three are still within 4/10 of each other.
And take a look at the ERS too. Puff, virtual safety car. That's huge, as Ryan is out of the session. Looks like lagging low-key was the cause of the VSC. Ryan retired in the pits, so yeah, that is huge. And what I was about to say is that Puff has less ERS than both Maverick and Zenith, but obviously that is going to get mixed up now with the VSC. You can save ERS, so you got to make sure you don't get a drive-through, because I think some of these guys might be desperate, might cut it very close. They could get a drive-through right here, so just make sure you stay in the green, don't get in the red, and it looks like this VSC might be ending right now.
Yeah, we have just gone green on track. Puff Digital getting a very, very nice, he stayed close to that delta, pulled out a little bit of a gap on Zenith. Ooh, All Maverick picking up his first time penalty. That's going to be huge for the race lead. All Maverick buckling under the pressure of the two guys in front of him. Ooh, Zenith going a little bit wide through turn 16, but Puff Digital is now out in the race lead. He is in the net, or in the actual race lead. Actually, Axton might be a challenger to win this race, but he will not be scoring points. So Puff, anyways, will still be picking up P1 as it stands right now, with Zenith's 3 penalties and All Maverick just picking up that one, or making that, well, I guess 3 fateful mistakes in this race so far, cutting the track. No one else going to be making a move into turn 1. Maybe let Romney off the back of Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg is already on 0% ERS. It's only been 2 laps on this restart. He's gone into the back of Mr. Baboon, not making very much contact, but enough contact to half spin his car. Still sliding there, the rear end of the house. That does not look happy. The grip does not he does not look to have very much grip in his house. Ooh, Zenith maybe looking for a move there, trying to get ambitious with Puff. He does have that. He does have 2 more penalties than the 2 guys around him, so he's gonna have to try and make a move past Puff and get out into a lead, but that doesn't look to be happening right now. But Puff showing his pace that he had early on in this race. He's got a 9/10 lead to Zenith.
Yeah, and DRS is active, so this is when you have to make your moves coming to 3 laps to go, and like we mentioned, Maverick just got a penalty, so this is really even between Puff and Maverick. Zenith has a lot more penalties, so I don't know if Zenith is going to be on the top step of the podium, but Maverick, he needs to get this done very soon, because he's starting to fall a little bit back from the top 2 right here, and he's out of overtake. He's at 5%, so he really doesn't have much at all. Same with Puff, so they're both even on ERS. This will be very interesting, as Zenith is right there on Puff.
Just about 4/10 back coming through turn 2 and through turn 3. Who's going to get the better run out of turn 3? I think it was Puff, but Jen is going to have the DRS advantage, opening up that rear wing down towards turn 4. Is he going to be able to get that move done? All 3 of the top 3, our D rating, Axton is on 50% ERS, but he's a little bit far back, 8/10 off the top trio, but Jen not going to be close enough to make a move. All Maverick not being able to close it up to the back of the racing point in that DRS train. Arbig holding up a train here of himself, Scavney, Soyloco, and then Sam M a little bit further back. But Arbig right now holding P7 on track. Soyloco picking up another time penalty. Scavney and PA, he's not been making the moves that he needs to win to keep this championship going. So it looks like All Maverick will be your Tier 2 championship. Will be your Tier 2 champion, and will take that crown here tonight at Mexico. Once again, no one close enough to make a move. Looking at the track layout, it seems very easy to overtake here, but nobody getting close enough to do that.
I'm really worried that Maverick's going to get another penalty. He's been very aggressive these last couple of laps, went wide in turn 12, cut the corner in turn 14, so he's really pushing his luck here, and I don't blame him, though. He's starting to fall back, making his move.
Yeah, Jinnit trying to go up the inside. Puff really shouldn't fight this, but he's going to keep it on the inside for turn 2. Oh, he picks up that second time penalty. That's absolutely crucial for the race win. All Maverick now in the net race lead. He's going to have to look out behind. All Maverick's not going to be close enough. Puff trying to get back into the lead. He has no overtake. He has 1-2%. Jinnit has not that much more. He's trying to look up the inside. He's not going to be close enough to make that move. All Maverick knows he doesn't have to fight anyone. Axon with no penalties in behind, but he's not going to be scoring points. He will be moved out of the way in the final results. But Puff Digital now a little bit of understeer there through turn 6. He's not going to be close. Jinnit is starting to bolt away.
Yeah, like I said before, Maverick, I think he's got to have at least a couple of warnings. So he's just one warning away from possibly getting a penalty and making this even. But yeah, he just needs to just stay calm, keep it right behind Puff, and he should be able to win this race.
Yeah, that would be a great way to wrap up the championship. It's Eric. Actually, it's Eric. He's closed in so much time to the top 4 now. He's in 5th place. I do believe he has quite a few penalties. Yeah, 25 seconds. That's not going to be great for his final race result. So he is not actually in P5, but Jinnit super far out in the lead. He has 0% ERS. Puff only has 1%, but he doesn't have the DRS. All Maverick does, but he's not going to be close enough to make a move. Axon maybe looking for a move here on All Maverick going up the inside of turn 1. Is there going to be contact? No. The two giving each other enough respect and enough space to keep it side by side, but Axon not going to be able to make that move. It's Eric very, very close to the back of him. Soy Loco and Arbigas had a spin. That's not going to be good for Ferrari in the Constructors Championship. Puffed it 1.6 seconds off the back of the Racing Point of Jinnit. All Maverick 9/10 back. He's falling off right now as it stands, but trying to save up the DRS. It is the final lap, so right now coming through these corners for the last and final time. No one close enough to make a move as it stands right now. Not close enough either down the field. I think the closest battle right now is Axon and All Maverick, but I don't think he's going to be sending one unless he gets super, super close to the back of the house. But he's not going to be able to do... Ooh, a little bit of a slide there from the Renault. He's not going to be close enough in the final sector, making maybe having a little bit of look... being very, very late on the brakes, but it's going to be Jinnit to cross the line in first place. Puff and Alt Maverick second and third, but it's not going to be Jinnit winning this race. It's going to be Alt Maverick who takes the race win and wraps up the Tier 2 championship.
Crazy stuff, and obviously well-deserved. This is his 8th win on the year, and I don't know what the record is, but if he gets to 10, which he could do, in the last couple of races, he could have a record. I don't know if anyone's gotten 10 wins in a season, but it's up in the air right now. And yeah, great job for Maverick. And he kind of gets to relax the last couple of races. Doesn't have to worry about that championship battle anymore. And speaking of championship battles, we have to look at constructors, because I think Haas outscored Ferrari today. I don't know if Biga got in the points, so this might be closer than we thought going into next week.
Yeah, Dylan taking a little bit of a shot at me, saying that Axton won. Dylan, Axton did not win.
The championship.
Well, he's doing his dancing. Axton is a reserve, just so we can make that clear. But yeah, Axton, great stuff though. Even though he's a reserve, he put in a ton of laps in qualifying, and was able to work his way, just methodically work his way through the field and get that top step at the podium here. But like I said, he's a reserve, so ultimately it will be Maverick. I want to look at this, though. I don't know if Biga gets a point. Let's get the reserves. Yeah, no, he does. He doesn't get a point. So, yeah, Haas. Wow, Wolfsburg got P5. That is huge.
Yeah, so
that is massive.
Haas is going to be on 358, as I do joke standings right now. So Ferrari pick up 18. We do have a new constructors leader, and it's going to be Haas by 9 points. So they're going to go from 8 points down to 9 points up in the lead. Jinnit does pick up P3 somehow with 9 seconds of penalties. RC picking up P4 with 12 seconds, which is even more amazing. So that's going to be a 3-4 for Racing Point. So once again, consistent double points for those two. So we're going to add up their points. Be on 303. So Ferrari is 9 points off of Haas. And then if we take 358 minus 303, 55 points. So in theory, they don't lose a gap. They don't lose any points to the constructors leader, but the constructors leader has changed and is now a 9-point gap. So I'm not exactly sure what to think about that one. But yeah, Alt Maverick, Division 2, Tier 2 champion.
By the way, once again, shout out to Wolfsburg again. I noticed he was the only guy of the Tier 2 drivers without a penalty, so that's why he ended up being in P5. But yeah, he came through when it mattered. For the constructors, like you said, that completely flips things at the front. So these last two races should be very interesting between Haas and Ferrari, and I don't know Racing Point situation, but it looks like it will come down to Haas and Ferrari in these last two races.
Yeah, but now McLaren mathematically out of the constructors fight, so I think they are going to be into
on stream.
Into P4. So yeah, let's get everyone in here
Make
for
it
interviews. That top three.
Guys, look at that.
Wow. Yep. Do have to add Janet, but that's always it.
Not in here? All right.
Yeah, I just got him, I think. I should have added him. But... Okay, so I should be able to get everyone in here. Gotta take a quick look at the comments. Yeah, okay. Just wait for the other two podium guys to get in here. But I think we can kick off interviews right now. Let's start with P3 in the Racing Point. Janet.
Oi.
Yeah, gonna get to you right away here as Alt Maverick pops the champagne open, you know, celebrating that drivers' championship. But yeah, Janet, a pretty decent race from you. You did pick up quite a lot of penalties, but you did have a 3-4 for Racing Point. But your gap to the leaders in the constructors, who is now Haas, is still 55 points. How do you feel about that race in Mexico?
Yeah, it was nice. Catching up at the end and actually taking the win on track felt nicer with my penalties, but shame I had the penalties. If I didn't have them, I could have won the race. But I'll take third. Congrats to Maverick on the win. And that's it, eh? That's it. That's all I need to say, man.
What?
All right.
You don't got any more? We had a good little scrap there at the end. I bet
you were surprised, like, where I come from, like, because I thought you two had the pace on me, but obviously, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Did you burn through your ARS trying to pull away?
Yeah, I left it on. I wasn't paying attention, so I was down to like 30% by the time we got to turn 4, and then I was done for right after the restart, and then yeah, just dumb.
Yeah, so first off, Janet, congrats on the podium. I think Packer and I both had you in our podium, actually. So
I had him at third place.
Got something.
I'll take credit for that.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Get in, lads.
So I noticed that it is pretty close between you and RC in the driver's points right now. Is there a little banter between you guys right now? Because it looks like it could come down to the wire for 5th in points between you guys.
I don't think neither of us have realised it, but now that you mention it, it's most definitely on. No excuses now. You've just laid down the gauntlet, and I've picked it up, and I'm going to run with it.
There you go. Hey, so I just noticed, Maverick said, "Can we get Weatherman Lando in the party?" Packer, can we?
I can add him. I can make that happen. I don't know if he's on my friend list because he's a dirty Excel driver, but we can make that happen.
On a championship, and it's down to the wire, and the constructors out between you guys.
Yep.
So, needles out.
Yep.
I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, see you, Gina. Okay, but yeah, now on the Puff, second place. Did you know about Alt Maverick's penalty, and were you like thinking about that, and then you ended up just picking up the second penalty in the fight with Jinnah and Alt Maverick for that on track race win?
First, congrats, Maverick champion. You did hell of a job all season, man. I think that's 8 wins for you. That's nuts. So, big congrats there. For the penalty, I knew he had one. Yeah, I saw he had it. It was just me and Jin trying to go through turn two side by side. I just got, I don't know, too much over the curb, and that was it for me. And yeah, it dinged me for that second one. And then I made sure to use my other 2 corner cuts on that last lap uh, to try and make up some time. But no, I knew he had it. I just, yeah, trying to go side by side, trying to leave space, and ran over the curbs too much.
Yeah, Puff, congrats on the podium, man. It seems like the last, I don't know, man, a couple months or so, you've been close. Things just haven't worked out to where you're getting on the top step of the podium, but obviously you've been really fast. How do you feel about your chances the last couple of races to get a win?
I don't know. Going back to Singapore, I mean, what was that stretch there? Singapore, I should have won. That one was just stupid, running right into the wall on my own. No one was even around me. Russia, I can't remember what happened at Russia. It was another safety car, wasn't it? Or
Hmm.
no,
Yeah, it
I
was a
can't
safety
remember.
car
And
in
I
the
made
pit.
the boneheaded decision to pit. I don't know why I did that. Japan, I screwed myself again. I thought I was pretty quick there. I don't know, just a string of bad luck. USA was probably the low point. It was good we got in for a break after that one because yeah, it was just a disaster. I don't think I had pace, but I at least could have been near the front. You never know what would happen. Um, and then today, I don't know. I actually felt like I didn't really have all that much pace. I didn't practice as much as I usually do. And then once the race started, I honestly thought Maverick was like teasing me when I was kind of closing the gap in that first stint. I thought he was just toying with me. And then I saw he pit onto the softs again. So throughout that second stint, I just wanted to keep close. I knew obviously he was going to gain some time on me, but my mentality was just like, if I can keep it to within 5 seconds after my second stop, I should be in a good position. And then I came out, I think I was only like 3 seconds behind, and I seriously was catching him. I think I took like half a second in that one lap, and then the safety car came out and spoiled all the fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, so, Packer, I don't know who we should begin with first of
Um,
the last two suspects of our interview.
let's start with Lando. Let's keep Alt Maverick waiting. So Lando,
Yeah.
the tier two weather, man. How's it been going?
How's the weather?
Um, the weather's amazing, changing track to track. um, no, yeah, no, it's been a really good season. There's been a lot of good racing, to be fair. And there's actually been quite a few people that I think, well, in the end it was always going to be probably Scavney and Maverick. But I think there was definitely, obviously, the charge from Puff at the end. You got Jinnah, you got RC. There was always going to be like 5 or 6 people that was really close. But yeah, just happy that Maverick finally wrapped it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So Maverick, champion. Words?
Hey.
Um, I just, I, I mean, I don't have many words, but it doesn't seem like it should be me. Why is it me? I haven't really. I mean, yeah, it's 8 wins and podiums here and there and um maybe 4 or 5 pole positions, but
Shui.
I mean
Shui.
it's something that I haven't uh ever happened to me was to win something over the course of a whole season. Um, the closest I came was with my high school bowling team my junior year. We took third at the state championship, and even then it was I wasn't even bowling. I was a substitute, but they did it. So, but with this and for most of the races, it was, Lando was in the party with me, talking me through things and keeping me calm and not not making myself overthink things. And he knows Formula One strategies better than I do, so I think I owe him a drink when I turn 21. But I mean, half this championship really goes to him because I think without him, it would probably be Scavney right now giving this interview, or Puff, or Jin, or RC, or someone else other than me.
Yeah, Maverick. First of all, obviously, congrats on the championship. I mean, that's huge. So you could possibly win 10 races this season if you win the last 2 races. And now that you've won the championship, does it kind of take the weight off your shoulders going into the last 2 races? Like, can you just approach those 2 races kind of better now that you have the championship wrapped up?
A little bit. I think if I get like wing damage, or if I have a bad qualifying, or if it rains, then I probably won't care. But I'll still probably try to give it my all to win and to take a podium and to just get as many points as we can, knowing how close this constructors fight is, and just trying my best to keep us in that position, knowing that, and I'm going to quote Fuzz right now.
Uh-oh.
Where is it? Oh, I can't find it. Oh no. I don't know. He said Ferrari was in shambles.
Oh.
So I'm gonna try to take advantage of that one. Yeah, right here. Tier 2 chat. 8:28 p.m. Ferrari in shambles. Fuzz 1. So I'll try to take advantage of it. Hopefully we can bring it home for Haas, and
set it in T2 chat.
Hopefully in real life Haas can do this good at some point.
Yeah. So I've got a couple more things. So like we were saying, so after Singapore, Ferrari was up by 72 points. And you and Wolfsburg have kind of come out of nowhere, and now you're ahead of of Ferrari in the constructors. So obviously, great job for you guys. And then another thing too, I noticed we have a request. Can we get a shoey from you, possibly?
Oh God. What do you want in it?
I don't know. I think we should do a poll. And we should have, like, should it be milk? Should it be water?
Get a
should it
poll
be,
and
like,
then...
vodka? Like, we should have, like, a whole range of options.
Well,
like,
I'm only 19. I can't drink.
Oh, just come up
yeah,
to
hey, me too. Me too. So,
You guys make it up. We'll have a bunch of fun.
Come to England, it's 18.
There you go.
I'm still not old enough.
yeah.
Okay, let me.
Yeah.
turn my
I think we
camera
should
on
do
now.
it for the season finale. That'd be a great send-off.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Yeah,
at this
we get
point
like
now,
we get like a
Maverick.
video, Shuey, and then put it up on Twitter and be like Tier 2 champion. There you go.
We have to make it specific too. Is it going to be warm milk? Are we going to be brutal, or are we going to allow it to be cold?
Choose whatever he prefers his temperature of milk. I'm okay with that.
Well, cold, of course. Honestly.
If he's willing to drink milk out of his shoe, honestly, I don't care. You can even get chocolate milk.
All right, hold on. Let me put. So I put my stream in the chat. I put the link to it. So if you guys want to hop over there, I will run upstairs and get a shoe, and I will do it after.
You're gonna do it right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right
Okay.
now. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to tag everyone in the Discord.
Get on
Yeah,
stream.
might as well.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
get everyone on
I
the
very
stream right now.
rarely use the everyone tag.
We're still streaming.
This
So
is
Yeah.
very.
we're still streaming
okay.
on the main channel, so we can get this on
Hold on.
content.
Well,
Content.
I'm
We still
glad.
have a handful of people watching too.
Oh wait, you have a face cam.
I-
Oh, we can do this.
Yeah. I actually bought new shoes today, so I guess I can use my old pair of shoes for this and throw them out. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, let's do this.
Talk to Lando. I don't know.
Oh, don't tell me.
Okay, so Lando, when are you joining ZOR so I can
How's
race
the
you
weather, Lando?
The weather's looking interesting for next season. I don't know. I've thought about next season. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you could have the Excel duo with Dylan.
I can bring Excel into ZOR.
Well, I mean, they've already invaded the EU tier, so
Yeah, we've got J. Cole,
Larkin and Zaudema, all
Larkin.
three of them.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Larkin joined today, didn't he? Or yesterday.
I'm not sure.
And they announced it on the Excel Twitter yesterday. Well, yesterday for you, today for me. So
What? To
Larkin joining, as well as Miami and California. So you have like
yeah.
5
Oh,
Excel
I
drivers
thought
in
you
the
meant-
EU tier now.
Yeah, it's an Excel overload in everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. I might have a look
Larkin,
at
Miami,
joining
and
for next
Kali
season.
joined today.
Are you quicker than Larkin and those guys?
You know what?
He's a
I will-
D1 sweat. That's what Lando is.
Well, I mean, the divisions will get announced tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But no, not. I'd say Larkin's definitely faster. But yeah,
You're
there's a.
yeah. Zaudema's more consistent than literally everyone, and then J.
Oh yeah,
Cole.
definitely. Yeah, Zaldema never gets penalty. He's literally like the furthest person away from being a penalty magnet. I've never seen someone drive so clean.
Yeah, it's a little bit insane.
It's crazy.
Jack.
Okay. I have the shoes.
Oh,
Is he going to
Okay.
do this
Extreme
right
IQ.
now?
I think so.
I have a Red Bull, so I feel like that'd be a lot
Okay,
easier.
yeah, everyone go on Maverick Stream and we can watch it.
Should we put the link in the chat, in the
I
stream
already
chat
did.
here?
Extreme.
I did.
No,
I
in
did
like the
both.
stream chat too. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I mean, you got to copy and paste it, but.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
I want to see this.
Wait, you gotta make the
Make the
camera
face.
bigger.
Yeah, make the camera
What?
bigger. If you can make the camera bigger, that'd be
Can
even
I?
better.
box. Face
Fill the
cam, I don't
screen.
know how.
I don't know if I can do full screen.
Done, baby.
Hold on.
The whole world is watching you right now.
I know. Well, yeah, 10 people. Okay.
No pressure.
That's the whole world.
that is the whole world.
Those are huge numbers. You're double digits.
It's better than my streams. Dang it.
I can do
Yeah.
large.
I get like 2 viewers, not even 1 viewer. There's my old
Okay, I'll even
roommate.
change it. Upper left. Okay.
13 now.
Alright, is that better?
It's still flashing the little PlayStation thing.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, here we go. Oh, the black box of death. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Alright.
One. Okay, we got it. Okay, here we go.
Oh my.
I feel like it's just gonna seep through!
No, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Josh.
I'm worried about his shirt. I'm worried he's going to get it all over his shirt.
That's what laundry's for.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Fuck it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, the black
Oh
box.
no, no,
Oh,
no!
where'd it go?
Oh my god. Dylan,
God damn
you
it.
disappointment.
What?
Oh, can you do it again?
No, it's
Okay,
it's-
thank
oh,
God I
you can
didn't pour
only
the whole
see
thing
the
in.
top of the shoe. No.
Thank
Dang
God
it,
I didn't do the
Dylan.
whole thing.
Oh man.
All right. This might be the greatest moment in league history.
No.
No. no.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Did it.
Okay, we got it.
Oh my.
Alright.
That's a champion. Now that.
He goes in for number 3 and then throws the shoe.
Oh,
There we
Throws the
I
shoe.
did too!
Oh, I will. Don't tempt me, Dylan. No, I'm in my mom's. Okay, but yeah, okay, we need to end stream. We're still streaming here, okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
alright.
that's tier 2, EU on Sunday. Good night, everyone.
Oh my.
Oh,
We're
no,
not
we
done
are not.
yet.
Listen, I have a request. I have another request.
Oh, God.
So,
God.
are we seeing something here? Is Maverick going to Red Bull next season? Is that like a teaser because he was drinking Red
Oh
Bull?
my fuck.
Teammates with Fuzz possibly in Tier 1 next season?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
if
so
you-
you're going
if
to
you
tier
want
1
it, I
next
can
season?
make it happen.
He is, yes. He
Ah.
will be in tier 1 next
Oh,
season. The
Puff, are
tier
you
2
going to be in tier 1?
I don't
Yeah.
know yet. We'll have to see how the testing pans out. I'd assume so.
Okay.
Okay,
Well-
well, yeah,
No promises.
okay, stream ended now, please.